The usually tranquil Slytherin corridor buzzes with activity. Tom Riddle, the stoic prefect, scans the scene, his gaze penetrating through the crowd. The extended curfew has brought out a wave of students lingering in the hallways, testing the new boundaries. His eyes narrow as he observes the lingering clusters of students, some engaged in hushed conversations, others laughing a little too loudly for this hour. Tom's jaw tightens as he surveys the scene, his disapproval evident in every sharp glance. He shakes his head with a quiet scoff, muttering under his breath. Extending curfew was reckless. These fools will mistake leniency for permission. His fingers twitch toward his prefect badge. Whether out of frustration or readiness to enforce order is hard to tell. The way some students smirk while lingering past their allotted time makes something dangerous flicker behind those dark eyes. Tom Riddle descends the serpentine staircase to the dungeons, his steps quiet and measured. As he rounds the corner, something suddenly stills him. His eyes narrow, focusing on you. Your presence seems unexpected, perhaps unwelcome. Though his expression remains cool and composed, there's a moment of surprise, an almost imperceptible twitch of his brow, before he schools his features into practiced aloofness. He halts, regarding you silently, as if weighing whether he should speak first or wait for your move. The sight of you leaves Tom taken aback. His heartbeat quickens. A pang of familiarity he wasn't expecting. His mind races, thoughts flying as he swallows hard, struggling to maintain his composure. Bloody hell, he thinks, unable to fully suppress the mix of surprise, annoyance, and something else. A faint spark of old memories. Of all the people to run into, why you? Tom's fingers twitch at his sides, the weight of the situation pressing down on him. His jaw clenches as he mentally curses the timing. First, an extended curfew that forces students to linger. Now you appearing like some cruel twist of fate. Just great, he thinks bitterly, eyes flickering with irritation. The curfew and now my ex. Can this night get any worse? A muscle jumps in his temple as he fights to keep his expression neutral. But there's no hiding how tightly coiled every inch of him has become under your gaze. Tom blinks, snapping out of his thoughts. His gaze turns on you fully, the coolness returning. You're here late, he remarks, stating the obvious. His eyes rake over you briefly, as if he's assessing whether you'd cause more trouble than you're worth. Tom's lips press into a thin line at your defiance. His patience, already worn thin by the extended curfew, and now this, wavers dangerously. So, he repeats, voice dropping lower, sharper. You're wandering around past hours like some lost first year. A flicker of something unreadable crosses his face before it hardens again. Unless you enjoy testing my authority tonight. His fingers flex slightly, as if resisting the urge to summon his prefect badge right then and there, just to make a point. Tom's eyes narrow at your scoff, the sound grating against his nerves. He knows the new extended curfew, yet hearing you dismiss it so casually grates. I'm well aware, he replies, each word carefully measured. It doesn't negate the fact that you should be elsewhere. His gaze flicks over you, taking in your casual demeanor. Your lack of concern for the rules irritates him deeply, and his next words are almost a growl. Or do I need to drag you back to your common room myself? Tom's patience has reached its limit. Your insolent tone and disregard for authority only stokes his growing irritation. His jaw tightens visibly, the muscle in his temple twitching. Excuse me, he retorts, arching an eyebrow in a cool display of disbelief. His tone is dangerously controlled as he says, you seem to have forgotten who you're speaking to. I'm your prefect. You don't get to issue orders. Tom freezes. Him? His mind races, sharp and calculating. Who could you possibly be waiting for at this hour? Someone he doesn't know? Someone he knows? The thought of you lingering in the dungeons alone, expecting someone else, someone who isn't him, makes something bitter twist behind his ribs. His eyes widen just a fraction before narrowing again into slits of cold scrutiny. His voice is low when he finally speaks. Who, he demands slowly, each word edged with quiet threat, is him? Tom's breath hitches at your nonchalant response. Boyfriend. He repeats the word like a curse. The idea of you with another person, someone else who makes you smile, someone else who gets your attention, someone else who gets to be close to you and hold you and know you in ways he never could. It ignites a possessive fury deep within him. A bitter chuckle escapes his lips, sharp and tinged with dark amusement. A Slytherin boyfriend, I imagine. Tom bristles at your teasing tone, old memories resurfacing, moments of whispered confessions, private jokes, and stolen kisses. His jaw clenches painfully as the ghost of past emotions stirs within, unwelcome and unwanted. He wants to scoff and dismiss your remark, but the bitter truth is, he remembers all too well how you preferred Slytherins. And apparently, he shoots back, eyes darkened by anger and jealousy, you haven't changed that preference. Tom's fingers dig into the railing as he leans back, his posture deceptively relaxed. But there's a sharpness in his gaze that betrays him. He tilts his head slightly, lips quirking in mock curiosity. Come now, he murmurs, voice dripping with false lightness. Tell me, who is this unlucky guy? The unspoken challenge hangs between you. Is it someone I know? Someone who dares to take what was once mine? His knuckles whiten where they grip the stone. He won't admit how badly he wants an answer. Tom bristles faintly at your chuckle. It feels like a mockery of his thinly veiled frustration. You always knew how to push his buttons. Not curious, he retorts, tone cool but betraying a hint of annoyance. He pushes off the railing, straightening to his full height as he regards you with a level gaze, simply wondering just how badly your taste in men has deteriorated. It's a jab that hides something deeper. Jealousy, possession, perhaps even lingering affection he's trying desperately to deny. Tom's eyes narrow. He knows too well your penchant for dramatics. You're drawing this out on purpose. That, coupled with your elusive answers, has him growing more agitated by the second. He takes a step closer, looming over you. His voice is low when he speaks, edged with a hint of warning. You know I hate these games, darling. The old endearment slips out before he can stop himself. A habit ingrained over countless whispered conversations in shadowy corners of the castle. Tom doesn't miss much, especially not when it comes to you. He notices the faint hitch in your heartbeat, the way your breath catches, mirroring his own sudden tension. For a moment, it's just like old times, the thrill of the chase, the electric charge that always asked between the two of you. It's intoxicating and nostalgic. Tom's eyes darken, his gaze locking onto yours. He's silent for a beat as the memory of what used to be hangs heavily in the air. Tom's entire body goes rigid at the name, Theo. The boy is a known flirt, too casual with his affections. Someone Tom has already mentally dismissed as beneath your standards. Not that he'd ever admit to caring. But now it feels like a personal insult. His lips curl into something between disgust and disdain, though there's no hiding the flicker of hurt in his eyes before they harden again. Not, he echoes sharply, voice dropping dangerously low. Of all people. Tom's composure frays at the edges, frustration and hurt lacing every word. The idea of you choosing not over him, well, it's infuriating. He lets out a scoff, the sound sharp and bitter. His eyes lock onto yours, holding 1,000 unsaid words. You chose him over me? Seriously. There's an edge in his voice like broken glass. He can't understand how he, who'd given you everything and more, could be so easily replaced by such a boy. The words feel like a slap in the face. Tom grits his teeth, trying to compose himself amidst the surge of emotions. The implication that anyone could treat you better than he did? Impossible. He was everything anyone could want, damn it. His anger flares, fueling his next words. Amazing, he echoes, scoffing. He's nothing, darling. I had everything you could want. Tom's jaw clenches so hard his teeth might crack. He wants to reach out, to demand that you remember how things used to be, how good it was between you. The fact that you're dismissing all of that so easily rankles him deeply. Over that hill, he repeats, tone scathing, as he glares at you. You say that like what we had was nothing, like I was nothing. But you know damn well that's not true. The scoff is like a stab wound to his ego. He needs you to understand, to see what you're throwing away, but you're brushing him off. It only fuels his frustration. No, he counters sharply. His arms cross over his chest, matching your defensive stance. I think we definitely need to have this conversation right now. His eyes bore into you, demanding your undivided attention. Why him? He finally snaps. Why Theo? Bloody not. Tom's hands clench into fists as you turn and storm off. He watches you go, conflicted between the urge to chase after you and a stubborn desire to make you listen. Annoying, he sputters, incredulous. I'm annoying? You're the one dismissing everything we had like it was nothing. Don't walk away from me, damn it. We're not done here. Tom stands there for a moment, chest heaving from the intensity of the exchange. He wants to yell after you, to drag you back and demand answers. But deep down, he knows that won't change anything. Instead, he clenches his jaw, forcing himself to take 3 deep, measured breaths. He feels the cool air burn in his lungs, but it does little to quench the burning in his chest. Part anger, part heartbreak. His shoulders slump, and he turns away, feet leading reluctantly back up the stairs, away from you, away from the painful reminder of what he's lost. Tom's steps falter as he rounds the corner and nearly collides with Theo Knott, the very same boy you claimed was amazing. The group of Slytherins laugh around him, oblivious to the storm brewing in Tom's expression. But when their eyes meet, Tom lets out a low sigh, bitter and heavy. His voice is barely above a whisper, but laced with venom. Your girl was waiting on you.
Oh, me. You're talking to me?
Tom's jaw clenches tighter at the sound of Theo's clueless response. He can't decide if he wants to strangle the guy or shake him violently. Yes, you, he growls, eyes flashing. Did I stutter, genius? She was literally just down there, asking about you.
Me? I don't have a girl, bro. You're mistaken.
Tom's brain stutters to a halt at Theo's words. The realization hits like a ton of bricks. You tricked him. You played him like a damn fiddle. The anger simmers, replaced by a deep, cold sense of disbelief. He watches as Theo continues talking to his friends without a care in the world, as if Tom wasn't just tearing himself apart over the thought of you two together. He gives a terse nod towards Theo, muttering a reluctant word of apology. My bad. As he walks off, he fights the urge to curse you into oblivion. He feels like an utter fool for falling for your little game, and the bitter taste of regret hangs heavy in the air. He hates you for this, and himself for still caring. Tom steps slow as the weight of his own thoughts crashes into him. His fingers twitch at his sides, nails biting into his palms. I can't tell if I hate her or love her more now. He mutters under his breath, voice thick with frustration. It's infuriating how you still have this power over him after everything. The fact that your little lie got under his skin like this. I'll get you back for this, sweetheart. Just you wait, the words hold promise and spite. His mind already racing to devise a plan. He's been outplayed, humiliated even. Something Tom isn't used to nor enjoys. Determination coursing through his veins. You might have got the better of him this time, but soon you'd be the one feeling defeated at his hand.